Hi guys, you heard it correct. Fail early, fail fast. That way you will achieve the big success. Yes, it is completely true. We hear a lot of advices. We learn from books, and when we have a lot of information, we try to mimic those information. Lot of the time, we don't understand those knowledge properly, right? And somehow we mimic it, and we get some kind of success, right? But it is not by that actual person who you are. It is the thing which you have mimicked, right? It is not actually you. And at some point you will be tired of playing this game, not being yourself, and then suddenly you try to be yourself, then things break out. Probably you can see this in the relationship, in a job, in a friendship, with family, or even like any task you do, any environment you are, right? Lot more time we want to be somebody, and we try to make those traits, and we are actually not that person. And uh, and then at some point you feel like you always not being yourself, and then you those advices are actually legit, but you don't feel like be you, right? So then actually at some point you become tired, and you actually be yourself, and then you fuck it, you lose it, you lose the scenario, right? This I have especially felt in a relationship or with whom or something, right? You try to be that guy, you try to be that bad boy, which people generally, like girls generally get attracted to, or some kind of tricks you want to make somebody, right? There are a lot of people which you've been watching online and trying to learn from them, right? And most of the time you might not have understood. Even if you have understood, you try to mimic that personality, but you are still not there. That personality is over here, you're here, and you mimic this trait and try to get something. Probably you will get success, but once you be yourself again, this version of you, then that doesn't become congruent to the your personality, right? Then you fails out. And lot of time this happens and then lose it, and this is so I don't see that this is the right way to do things. I would probably say that somebody who is smart, right? He need to he need to basically he need to he need to like realize this fact that life is full of experimentation, right? Lot of time we know what is actually right thing to do, and you still do it, right? Just because you want to feel that thing actually from the core. Like when you actually burn your hand, then you feel like, okay, touching the hot body makes you burn. Most of the time people have given you advice, hey, don't touch the thing, you will get burned. Like you will follow at some point, but some point your curiosity will overdrive everything, and you will actually do it, and you will actually get the burn. So I would say, instead of going that far in your life and then actually fulfilling your curiosity, I would say just do it in faster. If you do commit a mistake early than everybody, you are learning faster than everybody, right? Somewhere you feel like, okay, these are the advices that's supposed to be done or executed, but still you know that your real self is trying to say this thing, right? So at that time you have to follow like your heart, right? Your what do we say, so, I think if you remember this guy from Peaky Blinders, what is his name? uh, uh, I'm not able to catch his name right now, but yeah, he has a really good quote: always believe your instinct than your intellect, right? Lot of time intellect will rationalize thing, but your instinct will tell you the right thing, right? And although you know that your intellect is telling something, the knowledge you are getting, it is saying something, you know that that is the right way to do, but still you want to do the actual thing which you feel like, so that you can feel that thing and actually embody that personality, embody that advice from your core, not being just a outer layer of your skin, right? So what you can do is, like, you can fail early. A lot of people will be following this thing, right? How you can get ahead from, like, a lot of people will be mimicking these traits, and then, so for me, like, if I give you the red from the point of red pill, right? Uh, I would say I was some kind of natural from the beginning, right? A lot of time when you get awakened, right? This only happens to they have some like instinct from like birth only, right? They have naturally have that instinct from the birth. And then for them, when this information is overloaded with them, it's not like they are seeing the things for the first time, right? When actually a stable red pill guy, somebody, these things has happened to him earlier only, and now these concepts, like you're going back to your past and trying to verify those concepts, right? So that is the right way of doing. But if somebody who thinks, oh, you never happened and these are the rules which are given, you haven't fully understand, you're trying to mimic it, probably you will get some access, some like some, you will get the things which you wanted, but that will be not the right way. And there will be a lot of people doing going in this route. And how can you beat the competition? The beat the competition is just commit those mistakes early as possible. These guys will do it very later when they will tired of playing games, and then they actually be themselves, then they will burn also. So think how much far you will be in the game when you have committed those mistakes very early in your life, right? And quickly you do it and you overcome it, and again, and this iteration will go 4 or 5 times, and actually you will become those guys, those personality trait which you are trying to follow. You will be like on core, like you don't have to remember the rules or think about it. You naturally become. So in red pill as well, for me, lot more time I was validating my past act. I have seen these phenomena, but I didn't understand the science, right? It's like traditionally we have so much rituals and things to do around, like yoga or something, right? And nobody know how it is done. Everybody is following the footprints, right? And somebody comes up and backs it up with a science, right? And then you say, aha, yeah, it kind of makes sense, right? Same way, all the red pill concepts and phenomena, for me it was happening like naturally for me, right? Few of the time I was doing the opposite thing, blue pill thing. Few of the time I was doing the right thing, and in my gut always felt that thing was right, but I never had an explanation to it. But when I got red pill, those were like I was matching my acts of my parts and kind of verifying those concepts, and it turned out to be true. And a lot of time also I felt like there were few things which I was not actually that person, right? I was trying to mimic somebody, or I was trying to mimic that rule, and it didn't felt authentic, right? And you will, I have got success by following those rules, by following that personality traits, but at some point you will fuck it up. You will want to be yourself, and then you will broke out from everything, right? I've seen this thing with my friends as well, right? They also got red pill, somehow they were mimicking that personality. But better is that who will win the game is that the guy who has the guts to do the mistakes as early, faster than everybody, right? See how much progress these guys will realize late and then do it. But this both idea has some downside and some pros and cons. If somebody who is very heartless, right, he has very like low self-esteem, he doesn't have this uh, perspicacity or patience to do something big, right? They are not very experimental with their mind and their body, right? Those hopeless kind of people, for them, I would say they are very also stubborn at the same time. So any good advice they you will say, they will probably not take it, will not understand it. For them, just to have that feeling, right? Just to know how good it felt like following those. So I would say one time you just without understanding follow that thing and see what you can achieve. And then you can fuck those thing up by just being the old version of you, the that unimproved version of you in front of that woman or in front of your work or professionally anywhere. Then you will get backlash and come back. But what this incident will tell you that what is your upper limit, right? If you mimic that personality, what is your upper limit? So showing the like dream, it's like showing the dream, showing that hope. A lot of people are hopeless. For hopeless people, I would say yes. You don't have to like commit. Like if you're not somebody who can commit more mistakes, and again they have strength to again commit mistakes and go on cycle and improve. Somebody who is very like bad, who doesn't have that much courage, who doesn't have that much hard work, for them you have to taste that blood. How would you do it? You will basically mimic that thing. You will get those that hot girl which you are wishing. You will get that work which you wanted to find. Once you get it, and again your someday your original self will kick in and will fuck it up. But what this will help you is that that you will feel it, right? You feel how good it to be on the top, how that feeling. And once you again that feeling, your body will tell it, hey man, I have to go back to that level. Now you have to fucking hard back. Once you have tested that good thing, right? You will want to come back over there. And then you start with this again iteration. Then you will have this, like once you see the light somewhere, right? Once you are in a darkness, once you see that light of the hope, once you have tasted a bit, right? Then kind of give you strength. So for somebody who is weak minded, doesn't have lot of patience and everything, for them I would say yes, test it once, come back to your real self, commit again mistake, commit your mistakes very fast, very quickly, and then like grow up. But I will tell you, this category of person which I've described, they will achieve the success, but they will not be as fast as somebody who have a lot of resilience, and he's not following somebody's advice just like trying to mimic, and actually he's in 16 17 committing that, experimenting with his life, and again and going up and up. So this guy's speed of growth will be so much faster than this one who taste it, then come back and then go. So they, in the end, you will be both. I think if you're able to follow both of them, you will be very good at right place in your life. But because there are so much ignorant people who even don't know both of the steps, right? If you are doing both of things, I think you are far from a lot of other people. But yes, but this guy who is an early teenage and then committing mistakes, and he doesn't need a light to actually move forward, right? He's so optimistic and everything. He will probably reach the goal faster than somebody who is hopeless and still he has to mimic the rule and taste it once, then come back to his original self, then again chase that repetition again and again, and then you reach by self. And then once you reach at that point, then you don't have to really, like, you authentically. For me, like I still remember I used to experiment a lot with my hairstyle, right? And when I actually went to my college, at that time I knew what is the kind of hair that fits for me, what kind of beards actually fits me. And a guy who doesn't experiment, right? Who's just going with his basics, what his parents told and everything, right? And some point he becomes rich or something when he actually gets the power and where he could do whatever his desire is. And when that guy at his late age tried to experiment, then that guy becomes the parrot, the laughing clown of the whole world, right? So you don't want to be laughing clown, like people laugh. You don't want to be that clown who be loved by everyone, because your success came very late. Then you are at this stage, you are trying to be yourself, and then you will look ridiculous, right? Somebody who I already experimented, because kids are being forgiven, even they are fun, nobody cares, right? So that was the thing. I had a really good example, one more example, which I'm trying to remember. Uh, I just forgot what was that example. Yeah, like in terms of dating as well, right? Like I've been trying to act that bad guy, or I will on purposefully text reply late just because I wanted to show them busy. I have things going for my there. So, but in real, I was thinking about her all the time and fucking up my work. I didn't have nothing. But this illusion of being busy, illusion of being wanted, kind of worked, but it was not authentic. And some point when I told, at some point you feel like telling truth that you played these games, and when I told this game, actually my attraction dipped, and that whole relationship got fucked. Right? uh, so yeah, the better was that, but today I actually naturally become that guy. Even anybody, any girl, if you message me, I don't think you will get immediate response or something, because there's so much shit going on with me, actual, for real. My purpose and everything is so much defined that I don't have time for that. And that kind of feel attractive. Earlier I was mimicking that trait, and I actually been. And how I able to achieve that? By actually doing it, by committing that mistake. You guys will do it very later in the life, but actually I did very early, and keep on repeating, and so that my learning was way faster than people. I'm not even the best. There are so much people who have done experimented their life way early than what I've been doing. So those guys I look up to and everything, right? and they actually becomes that high value guy or the alpha guy, you say, right? You're not, you being authentically you be, and those are actually verifying the rules which we are reading about, or verifying the advices you are following. You actually embody those kind of things. So once again I will say, fail early, fail fast. See you in the next one.